Hello there, welcome back for a fresh new update. Today's update looks like healing, feels like progress, and sounds like growth. So, what's happening here is that the people who had a history of being a player or a promiscuous sort of a person are feeling utterly disgusted at their own selves right now and anything and everything they've done in the past of that nature. If your counterpart was one of those people who had tons of terrible addictions, who was into all sorts of bad things, bad habits, and bad people, bad situations, at the moment, this person is leaving everything for good. This is for those people whose counterparts have lived in such a way for quite some time, for most of their life, let's say. This person looks like a changed person to me right now. We can say that this person is choosing to change, is healing, is learning, growing, and evolving for good. Something has happened here which has brought this person some knowledge, some realization, and some aha moments, epiphanies, let's say. This person used to think that whatever this person was doing, whatever this person was running behind, was chasing, whatever this person was prioritizing under other people's influence was his or her dream life, was the best way of living and being. But now this person is furious over all those things and even all those people who pushed this person onto that wrong path, towards those wrong things and people or situations. This person is cursing his or her own actions or the way this person has lived his or her life so far, where this person was casually jumping from one connection to another, one relationship to another, was changing people and associations like objects or clothes, was disrespecting people, their emotions and their feelings like it meant nothing, was using people like things which have no worth and value. At the moment, this person is realizing how disgusting it was, how evil and morally unethical it was, how bad it was. It's not like this person is excluding you or is ignoring you right here. No. Something about you has affected this person more than anything or anyone ever has done. Something about your connection has shifted this person's whole life, this person's perspective, or the way this person used to think and live. This person is looking at his or her own past, his or her own past ways of living and being as something that deserves to get condemned, that deserves to get shamed and looked down upon. That's the kind of realization this person is having right now, which is a very big thing. Because I'm seeing that a lot of these people used to defend themselves whenever someone tried to correct them or bring them onto the right path, whenever someone tried to bring them knowledge and information. A lot of these people used to shamelessly act proud about the way they used to live and the kind of things they've done in the past. But right now, this person feels a lot of shame, regret, and remorse over choosing that way of living and being and succumbing to such toxic habits and toxic ways or even toxic connections. This person clearly had negative influence, terrible influence, which suggested and taught this person to act and behave in that way, which never served anyone. And that's what this person is realizing right now. This person is walking away from those addictions, connections, associations, habits, patterns, mindset, and everything this person used to defend and feel proud about in the past. I'm seeing that some of these people used to brag about having multiple people, being in multiple connections all at the same time, hurting people, disrespecting people, abusing people, or even bullying people. That was the case in the past, but right now this person is healing and changing and is willingly accepting transformation, which is a very big thing. The people in his or her life, especially the so-called friends, are still trying to turn this person away from his decision, are trying to scare this person away from the choice this person has made, are trying to distract this person, brainwash this person into believing that all this is nonsense, all this hype about living in a morally ethical manner is useless, absurd, and stupidity. They're saying all these sort of things. They're shaming this person's current choice and decision of changing for good, changing for better. They're trying to take him or her back to his old ways of living and being. They're trying to bring more temptations his or her way. They're trying to bring more terrible people his or her way or into this person's life. They're bringing more offers, more options, more ways of going back to those addictions, those shitty connections or people or associations altogether. However, I'm saying that now this person is bashing those people out, might even be thrashing, scolding, or abusing those people out. That's how angry, frustrated, hurt, and troubled this person is after realizing what this person has done and how horrible it was, how bad it was, how sickening it was. Not just for this person only, but for you as well. Because this person has figured out that you two are not separate. Whatever happens with you affects this person. Whatever happens with this person affects you, one way or the other. No matter if you're together or not, no matter if you're close or not. The people who do not want your union to happen, the people who do not want you to come back in this person's life or this person to return back in your life, are coming up with things which are utterly disgusting, and they think that your counterpart is not intelligent or smart enough to figure that out, or observe that, or realize that. However, I'm seeing that your person is clearly seeing through these people. They're clearly seeing through them and are strongly putting those people in their place. They are seriously creating boundaries here which are threatening these people, upsetting these people, and even scaring these people in some situations and cases. That's because they assumed nothing as such is ever going to happen. They looked at your person as someone who's never gonna wake up, who's never going to realize or accept the truth, who's never going to figure out what's right and what's wrong, who's never going to change for good. These people assumed all sorts of things, and when they see that all their delusions are shattering, all their beliefs are shattering about you and about your person, they don't know how to react. They don't know how to respond in the situation. They don't know what to think about it. I'm seeing that your person is deeply hurt because of their own actions, behaviors, and choices. The same things this person used to enjoy in the past, that same world feels and looks like a curse to this person now. It almost looks like a demon to this person now. All because this person has awakened to the truth, is realizing the truth, and is accepting the truth all at the same time. This person knows that this person's actions, choices, and decisions have brought you enormous pain and hurt. Something this person feels sorry about and would like to change. That's why this person is changing. I'm seeing that people are still coming in with disgusting offers, disgusting temptations, and manipulative tricks to tempt this person back into that world or into those things. However, this person knows that it's over and there is no way I'll ever go back. I don't want to. That's what I see this person is either thinking or saying to himself or herself. In some situations and cases, this person is saying all these things to those people who are trying to tempt him away from you or take him back towards the hell this person came out of or barely escaped from. They're not happy about this good news. They are not happy about this person's changed behavior and all these talks this person is having right now or speaking. They hate this version of your counterpart. And that's why they are doing anything and everything in their power to change it, which is just not working. I'm seeing that your counterpart is enraged, not just on their own self, but onto these people as well who are trying to take them back, who are trying to direct them back in that world. They don't want to go. The world they now condemn and curse and abuse. These people are somewhere holding you responsible for all this. They're blaming you. They think it's all your fault. They think you've done something onto your person. I see them pointing fingers at both of you here because they think they've done something noble in their life. They think of themselves as precious beings, but your person is seeing through them. They know who these people are, what they've done, and what they're trying to do, even right now. Some of these people in the past try to take your person away from you on purpose. They did all that on purpose. They brainwashed your person into believing that you were worthless or cheating, betraying, and neglecting you was not that big of a deal. They manipulated them into believing that having multiple connections was sort of a good thing, was sort of a healthy thing. They distracted them from you by saying that they have a lot of time to focus on you. They'll get a lot of time to focus on you later. But by that point of time later came, everything was ruined and spoiled. And these people knew that it would happen. That's why they did it. And that's what I see your person is realizing right now. Hence, they are cutting these people off, creating strict boundaries, or are just showing them their real place or even their real face, which is causing a lot of rift here. I see a lot of fiery energy here. Furious people, angry people, people who are enraged, who want to fight, who want to argue, who want to curse, abuse, cut people out. That's the kind of state people are in. A lot of your counterparts are in that state. They're so angry, so upset, so enraged, so furious, so rageful that they want to, do something. It's not like they want to destroy everything or everyone here. They want to do something to change things because they feel extremely disgruntled. They're disappointed at their own selves. They do not want to feel this way anymore. Something is really piercing them deep within their heart. Something is drowning them. It's a very mixed feeling. They're ambivalent about a lot of things here, about you, about them, about all these things which are going on in their life, these conflicting situations, all those people, everything. But the good news here is that this person is changing and is doing something which is going to help even other people to change because of this person. Right now, this person is playing a role of a very big catalyst, your counterpart here. Even this person may not realize that that's the case. But something is shifting because of this person or will shift because of this person. This person now wants to do right by your side. I mean, nothing that this person did in the past, which was very bad, is tempting this person anymore, is intriguing this person anymore. Now he's looking or she's looking at all those things like it's all garbage, something useless, worthless, valueless, or something that's very bad, something that's evil, something that shouldn't be there. That's how this person is looking at his or her own past or the world this person has left. Those associations this person used to cherish in the past, used to enjoy. Now this person hates all that, is abusing all that, is now perceiving as a curse, as a bane, something that shouldn't exist, something that should be eradicated. That's what's happening right now. This person feels deeply ashamed, and there are no words to how this person is actually feeling about everything right now. This person is shutting everything down at the moment, which distracted this person away from you, which brought you hurt and pain, which pierced daggers in your heart, which was humiliating for you. This person is cutting it all down, shutting it all down, cursing it, abusing it, slandering it, looking down on it, wants to eradicate it, finish it, eliminate it, delete it. That's how angry this person is. That's how painful this realization is. That's how hurt this person feels about anything and everything this person has done to you, or anything and everything which brought you hurt because of this person. This person is now coming in awareness and is starting to act mindfully. This person is starting to look at things from a very higher perspective because of all the knowledge, information, and insights this person had been receiving so far. Maybe because of some good person that he's found in his or her life, or because of all the divine guidance that he or she is getting bestowed with. Something's really changing here. Something is making this person realize your place, your significance, your importance, and the love you had for this person. Something is making this person realize why it's important to live in a mindful manner, in a careful and considerate manner, why it's important to respect other people and their feelings and emotions, why it's important to be committed and loyal and wait for the right person, respect the right person when he or she arrives. This person failed in all that, failed in doing so, and that's why this person is so much in pain, because this realization is hitting hard. It looks drastic to this person. This person is conflicted about this realization and how this person allowed negativity, negative people, toxic situations, and his or her own inner demons to destroy everything in his or her life, or you, directly or indirectly. That's what a lot of these people are beating themselves about or over. That's what I'm saying. Now, for those of you who are dealing with a counterpart at the moment who's into all those sort of things, who brag about having multiple connections, or who are shamelessly into multiple relationships and connections, who jump from one connection to another, who are into all sorts of bad habits, who are all about living a life of pomp and show, who are arrogant, full of pride, ego and malice, who are deceptive and deceitful, and at the same time they defend themselves over it. They brag about it. They act shameless whenever anyone tries to make them realize that whatever they're doing is wrong. Just wait and watch. A time will come when this person is going to do everything I just said in this message. Let this person be if something as such is happening, because at the moment this person doesn't have self-control at all, and nothing you would say would bring sense to this person, would make sense, because this person is under influence of a lot of terrible people. This person is living in a world that's ruled by Maya. Therefore, anything you'd say wouldn't make any difference at this point in time. If you want to see this person transforming the way I described all throughout this update, you've got to let this person go and release all sorts of attachments or anything you have with this person. Don't try to change this person. This person is going to change himself or herself on his or her own when the time comes, because I'm seeing that that's what's happening right now with a lot of you. A lot of your counterparts who were like this are changing on their own. They're choosing to change on their own, cutting people out from their life on their own, releasing addictions and negativity or evil on their own. They're banishing demons, inner demons on their own. They are winning over all those inner demons on their own because they've realized why it was important, why it's needed, why it was needed even back then, as they've suffered through the consequences of their own bad choices and decisions. If any of you think that this person did not receive any karmic repercussions, or this person got away with hurting you, mistreating you, betraying you, cheating on you, neglecting you, or taking you for granted, you're highly mistaken. Whatever this person did to you that was disrespectful or dishonorable brought this person enormous hurt in return. Unbearable consequences, failures, setbacks, and challenges. That's why this person is changing. This person received a major hit, either in this person's personal life or professional life. I'm seeing that something happened which disrupted this person's work life or career because of the way this person treated you, because of all these things this person was into, his or her old ways of living and being, that deceitful nature, that terrible habit of flinging around, sleeping around, wandering around, playing around with people and their emotions and feelings, that almost ruined this person, that almost destroyed this person. It's only because of the grace of your connection or the grace of Almighty the Lord this person got saved or is getting saved right now. And only because this person is choosing to change. Otherwise, it would have ended in a far more worse manner. For those who wouldn't change, what do you think is going to happen with them? I'm sure you are smart enough to guess that or figure that out. This person is starting to let God lead his or her life, and not those terrible people, those terrible so-called friends, associates, or mates. Whoever that was there in this person's life who was, taking this person towards that hell is going to go to hell, real one, or is going to attract a living hell. That's the judgment that's getting passed upon that person. Whoever was brainwashing this person into mistreating you, abusing you, cheating you, neglecting you, humiliating you is going to land in living hell. That's the judgment that's getting passed upon all those people who defend all these things, who say all these things are normal, who say that sleeping around is a wonderful thing, meandering around is a wonderful thing, everyone should do. You are free to choose, but you're not free to cancel out the consequences. That's what people have to realize here. There's a reason why they say that you should stay loyal, committed, and pure at heart and mind. Because you get judged when you do not, by Almighty the Lord, by the karmic laws. Like this, you attract consequences which do not look or feel pleasing at all. Mistakes are one thing, but doing all those things intentionally, deliberately, and shamelessly is just another. And there is no forgiveness for that, because the kind of hurt you cause to others, especially the one for you, is beyond anyone's imagination, and there's no forgiveness for that. You can't cancel out those consequences. You can't escape those consequences. You can't prevent that wrath from coming your way. That's why you've got to be a little careful and considerate and wise and thoughtful It's not like if something as such happened by mistake or because you were under influence of some terrible people, you're doomed for life. No, you are going to receive guidance and warnings and signs and synchronicities to stop that behavior, stop that way of living and being, stop those actions, stop those choices, stop going there. If you do so, you can save yourself as well as others. But when you act shamelessly, when you take great pride in being shameless and arrogant about it, you're going to seek His mercy. You're going to beg for His mercy. That's what's happening here. That's what I'm seeing. It looks like a lot of your counterparts learned that lesson a hard way, in a harsh way. That's why this change is coming, which is a big thing. This person is totally and solely focused on your divine connection right now. Your connection is teaching this person things no one ever taught him or her. No one ever cared to. No one was powerful enough or influential enough to even come close to his or her heart like the way you and your connection is doing right now or had been doing all throughout this time. That's what I'm seeing here. This person doesn't want anyone except you and your connection. Doesn't want to think of anyone other than you. Doesn't want to even fancy anyone except you. That's what's going on here. So that's all. This was your update for today. I'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.